Right, now we're moving on to the application of the backing plasters to a solid pre-prepared solid background. Morgan, our student here, is going to apprentice, is going to demonstrate the techniques that we're going to be using. The reason she's damped the spot board down is because they're used on a regular basis. They've got plaster residue that dries and sets on top of it, and if we don't damp it down, when we put the backing plasters onto the spot board, it will take all the moisture out and all the plasticity out of it and the workability. So that's the reason that we're going to damp it down. Charlie is going to now load the board up, and then Morgan's going to demonstrate how we apply the backing plasters. If there's any, if she's just slightly off on a technique or anything like that, I'm just going to dip in, give her a little bit of guidance, and I'm going to come back out again. So yeah, Morgan, you need to get your tools ready once Charlie's loaded that up. Right, start applying that now. She's going to start on this top right hand corner, which is where when you're applying backing plasters, that's where, if you're right handed, that's where you'll start, because you've got to imagine that's the top of the wall. Just fill, when we come back, just fill that corner along there, then we're coming through with that next band below. Okay, you can put, it'll take all that. That's it, you can put all that into that top corner. That's it. And work it up. That's it. That's what we're looking to achieve, trying to get those thicknesses as we're coming through. Try and get load your trowel up a little bit more, just not quite getting enough thicknesses on. Just give your trowel a second, Morgan. Just try and. It is. When we're applying it, so again we need to put it onto the thickness of those rails, because that's what we're going to be ruling to. That's fine, that's fine. That's lovely that. Again, the required thicknesses now. Make sure you push it right in up to the bead, yeah. Because what we're doing, we're levelling off these two rails. So you say we're getting it proud there. So if you just give your trowel a second there. But make sure you're working into your edges. It's a little bit proud there. Yeah, so we're a little bit shy there. You just get another infill coat through this. You're all right on this side here, but through there, and then we'll demonstrate the technique with a serrated edge. That's it. Fill it in. Yeah, that's good. Where those patches were. Try not to come down, because what you've got to appreciate with plaster is if you start pulling down, it's gravity. It will pull off. So when you do applying your backing plasters, always apply them in an upward motion. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit through there, and then we'll put the edge on it. Right. Now we're going to, time's getting on, so what we need to do now, we need to demonstrate the ruling off process. As you can see, it's got the serrated teeth in there. That's what we need to see on the surface of the wall, yeah? Once we see that, we know that it's level from that point to that point, yeah? So that's what, so don't have it too tilted, a little bit of angle on it, yeah? But make sure you're down on your beads, yeah. And you just take up in an upward motion. Good. Right, turn. Blade first, no, turn it around like we practiced before, that way, so that when you're leveling the wall up, you'll always level it horizontally and you'll level it vertically. So now Morgan's gone up the 2 rails that way, she's going to come back across it that way. So you're always levelling horizontally and vertically. Make sure you're on your beads, that's it. That's it. That's good, that. Right, if you look at that model you've done there, Morgan, is there any areas that you need to fill in?
Yeah.
Just point them out to me then, show me where they are. Yeah, fill them in and we'll rule them one more time. Possibly a little bit there, yeah. Because you're doing an infill, before you're doing the bulk fill, that's where you need that volume of plaster on your trowel. If you're doing infills, scale it down a little bit, get a little bit less on your trowel. Yeah, it will come off with the rule, but it's all about that hand-eye coordination, gauging how much material to put on. We don't expect you to have that level right away, but through the practicing process, that's what you'll be achieving. That's fine, that right. Just be careful when you're doing it that you don't take it off and losing your level points. I'll drill that again now. I think you've got enough on there. Just reel it one more time upwards on the horizontal, because we're not tight there. So you see it now, it's come onto there, and then so take that excess off and then come back across it vertically. Brilliant. That's perfectly flat now, because you've levelled it both ways, horizontally and vertically. You've got a good level surface there. So what we're just going to demonstrate next is that's perfectly flat and level, but what we need to smooth. See, we've got that nice smooth uniform surface there. That is achieved by using this tool here, the spatula. And basically all you're doing with the spatula is just put it off, see how it's smoothing things down. So to do a light, keep it nice and flat on there, and then just bring it across. It's a little bit soft at the moment, but this is a process that you need to be following. If you're going to put pressure, make sure it's always in the middle, so it's even pressure. Good. Getting a nice close face there. Just a little bit there, but you've got a little bit residue there, so you can always push that into it. Yeah. So it's the same process again. You'll do it horizontally and vertically. Yeah. Yeah. That's perfectly flat. That's perfectly level. You can see that where it's scarified on those backing plasters background. That is what we need to do when that backing plaster is picked up. You come over it like that. That's what they call a mechanical key, and that's what the finishing coats adhere to. They stick to those. It bonds in and pushes it into the slight indentation in the surface area of the plaster. Yeah. So that's a brief introduction into the backing plasters, how you achieve them.